we talked about ordered pairs. And we had an equation like this, y equals x plus 2. And we built us a table where we generated values of y for values of x. And we always started with 0, x equals 0. What would our y be in this equation if x equals 0? Well, it would be y equals 2. If x equaled 1, y would equal 1 plus 2, or 3. If x equaled 2, y would equal 2 plus 2, or 4. Use some negative numbers. If x equals a negative 1, y would equal minus 1 plus 2, which is 1. And if x equals a minus 2, y would equal a minus 2 plus 2, which is 0. Then what we did was we plotted these on a piece of graph paper. We plotted the ordered pairs on a piece of graph paper. So our ordered pairs were 0 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 4, and a minus 1 and 1, and a minus 2 and 0. And we plotted these by marking off our x and y axes like this. And where the x and y axes met, that was our 0. This horizontal was our x-axis. Vertical was our y. This was plus, this was minus, and this was plus above the 0. And when we plotted our ordered pairs, we plotted the x value, 0, the y value, 2. Our first ordered pair generated that point. X is 0, y is 2. Our next ordered pair was x is 1, y is 3, which would be right here. 1 and 3. I should label for you my axes. I just mark off minus if I'm in a minus direction, positive in a positive direction. So my third point was x equals 2, 1, 2, y equals 4, which is right here. Go over 2 and up 4. So this is 2 and 4. Now I have a minus 1 on the x, which would be over here. And my y was a positive 1, which would be up here. So this is 1, 1, or minus 1, 1. And the next point was x equals a minus 2, and y equals 0, which is here. So this is a minus 2 and 0. And then we connected these lines. And when we did that, we got a straight line. Our equation was y equals x plus 2. Let me rewrite that for you. I say one thing and write another. Y equals x plus 2. That's the equation that we have just found our ordered pairs to and graphed. All right? Now let's take a look at a little different equation. Let's take a look at x squared plus y equals 4. Again, this isn't in standard form. We want to make this in standard form. So what we're going to do is we're going to solve this for y. So I'll subtract x squared from this side and subtract x squared from this side. This becomes 0, and we get y equals a minus x squared plus 4. So now we'll generate our table of ordered pairs by assuming different values for x and calculating what the y would be. So let's make x equal to 0. We'd have 0 squared, a minus 0, plus 4, y would equal 4. Let's say x equals 1. We'd have a 1 squared is 1, minus that, minus 1, plus 4 is 3. And we'll square 2. 2 squared is 4, minus 4, plus 4 is 0. Now let's do a negative 1. A negative 1 squared is 1, minus 1 plus 4 is 3. And a minus 2 squared is 4, minus 4 plus 4 is 0. Now let's graph this. We're going to create a coordinate system here by drawing two axes. Our x and our y axes. This is positive x. This is our 0. This is positive y. This is negative y and a negative x. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In a positive direction on the x. On our y, positive 1, 2, 3, 4. On the x, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. And on our y, down, going down, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. Our ordered pairs were 0, 4, 1, 3, 2, 0, minus 1, 3, and a minus 2, 0. So we're going to plot these. 0, x is 0 is right here. Y is 4 is up here. That's our first point. And then we have x equals 1, y equals 3, so 1, and then we go up 3, 1, 2, 3. This is our second point. Our next point is x equals 2. Here's x equals 2. Y equals 0. That's this point. And our next point is y equals a minus 1. X equals 3. 1, 2, 3. That's right here. And our last point, x equals a negative 2. We're on the x-axis, negative 1, negative 2. Y equals 0 is right here. So now if we connect these points, we'd end up with a graph that looks like that. This shape is called a parabola. You'll learn that if you take calculus. Well, you learn it now. It's a parabola. It's not a straight line, is it? This is a curved line, and this we got from this graph. Y equals a minus x squared plus 4. So this is a little different than the graphs that we've been working with. The graphs that we have worked with earlier all generated a straight line. This particular equation generates a set of points that makes a curved line, called a parabola. That's the end of that problem.